Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and welcome back to another K-Rino Tuesday. Today, we're going to be reacting to Exhibition Prototype Ultra, which was suggested by Rob Geese. So thank you, Rob, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next time, and make sure you hit like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Exhibition Prototype Ultra is all about. Let's see what K got to say. Let's get it.
I'm the walking hydrogen bomb. I didn't apologize cause I meant harm. Prior to killing rappers, I make them sign a consent form. You've been warned.
Alright, beautiful. Already off the rip, rhyming bomb with harm. Really bending that R, almost softening that A. Works really well. Instrumental starts out nice. We got some orchestral type of vibes going on. We got some bells coming in. The drums giving us a nice feel. That kind of like real quick hi-hat pattern that it's become more associated with like trap style beats, I feel like, over time, but it doesn't need to be. Great start.
I'm the walking hydrogen bomb. I didn't apologize cause I meant harm. Prior to killing rappers, I make them sign a consent form. You've been warned. I'm defacing you as graceful as Lynn Swan. I write until my limbs fall off. This is my 10th arm. Reincarnation of every great who's ever.
I write until my limbs fall off. This is my 10th arm. Okay, like a, what is it? Like a salamander, an axolotl or something, just regaining his body parts, regenerating his body parts.
Limbs fall off. This is my 10th arm. Reincarnation of every great who's ever been born. Storming the stage, donning the mask of Agamemnon. The windstorm. I think beyond what is normal and then some. Riddling from a sick pharmacist couldn't keep my pen calm. Of all the writers, I'm the wisest. No, I can dial up.
That's dope. He said even the pharmacy couldn't keep my pen calm. Dope. And rhyming that with Agamemnon, even better. Crazy compound rhyme right there. By the way, I've heard that name Agamemnon forever. If anybody wants to fill me in the comments, it'd be much appreciated. I don't know too much.
I'm a sick pharmacist, couldn't keep my pen calm. Of all the writers, I'm the wisest. No, I can dial up spirits on the other side from home with a high-tech Verizon phone. Address my rivals in a violent tone. Got flown to an asylum, cause when I got grown, I wouldn't leave the knives alone. I go to sleep in half deep.
Interesting. Let's bring that back just a second here.
High-tech Verizon phone. Address my rivals in a violent tone. Got flown to an asylum, cause when I got grown, I wouldn't leave the knives alone. I go to sleep in half-deep dreams.
Okay, got flown to an asylum. I thought he said phylum, and I thought we were about to get like the kingdom, phylum, species, genus type of thing going on. But that works just as well. He liked the knives. You gotta put him somewhere, man. I mean, especially for a dude that got 10 arms. You don't know what he's capable of.
Alone. I go to sleep in half-deep dreams. My unbeatable speech brings enough released heat beams to crease jeans. I see things like birds and sea brain flying with 3 wings, and walk the streets with full-grown people hooked on my key ring. Raw in my exhibition, war's my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Best with diction, so I quickly soar to the best position. Raw in my exhibition.
I love this, man. He's blessed with the diction. What can we say? But nah, great compound rhymes coming in. That C-ring, key ring type scheme he hit. Absolutely beautiful. And we transition into the hook. We get some really great layering there. There's a lot of nice thickness and roundness to his voice. And just absolutely beautiful. Very well done. Love the vibes. Got that like battle music that we're used to from K.
Position, raw in my exhibition. War's my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Best with diction, so I quickly soar to the best position. I wrote the most tumultuous eulogiums. I'm at the podium, divulging them at the Ghost Rapper Symposium. Condolences for soul eviction notice.
Great. Podium to symposium. He's teaching, man. We got the professor. This is class.
A symposium, condolences for soul eviction notices. For every poet, a poet is frozen in throes of vocal hopelessness. The last thing that he wears is a plastic bag. I've mastered the magic task of drinking the empty portion of half a glass. I seek a mad, sinister, beaten, scolded.
Interesting. Kind of on the glass half empty, half full. He's drinking the empty portion of half a glass. Kind of brings me back to like Bass Ackwards, where all of his bars are like contradictions and things of that nature. Let's bring this back just a little bit. There was something I really enjoyed about the poet scheme, especially when he got to Frozen, because now you're taking the O and the E sound from poet, and you're putting a Z between them, so you still get the O sound, but now that consonant in the middle helps add just a little bit more variety and complexity to that shape.
A poet is frozen in throes of vocal hopelessness. The last thing that he wears is a plastic bag. I've mastered the magic task of drinking the empty portion of half a glass. I seek a mad, sinister, beaten, scolded. My verse, I don't need to hold it. I'll read it as I wrote it if the sheet was folded. My head's a sacred place to me. People paid booking.
Interesting. I'll read it as I wrote it, even if the sheet was folded. I like the rhyme there, but what's he saying? Like it's memorized? Maybe he don't even need to read it. You could fold the sheet over. He still got it locked in. Maybe that's what it's all about. And honestly, that's the best way to record a track, man, because you can hear it when somebody's like reading off of like a notebook or a paper or like their phone. Sometimes you can even hear like the pages flip. I know that's happened to me with recording myself early on, and even a couple friends at times.
I seek a mad, sinister, beaten, scolded. My verse, I don't need to hold it. I'll read it as I wrote it if the sheet was folded. My head's a sacred place to me. People paid booking agent fees and waited patiently for vacancies since 83. And once I reached my concentration peak, cake and sleep on a freeway a week, and amazingly screeching brakes won't awaken me. I may not have a song that rocks the club or sell lots of drugs, but still my skill is hard as lacing shoes or wearing boxing gloves.
And again, we've talked about this a couple times on the channel, but it's so funny, the idea that, like, to be a good rapper, your song needs to be played in the club, which is just so beyond anything of what I would ever consider to actually be a skilled, or not even beyond, just completely outside the realm. Like, honestly, most of my favorite rappers, if I heard them play in the club, I would be confused. Like, it's just not that type of music, and that's what I actually like about it is but you know, everybody got their own tastes, but let's keep it rolling.
Breaks won't awaken me. I may not have a song that rocks the club or sell lots of drugs, but still my skill is hard as lacing shoes or wearing boxing gloves. And when I start the sparking topics, I knock holes in optic sockets that create pockets larger than walk-in closets. Broad my exhibition, war's my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Blessed with diction, so I quickly soar to the best position. Broad my exhibition, war's my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Blessed with diction, so I quickly soar to the best position. Big payments, my statements are parlay.
Yeah, beautiful. Love the hook on this track, man. He slows it down just a little bit so that way it can still be somewhat catchy. We're getting some nice big rhymes that are easy to place and pretty easily recognizable as well for anybody who, you know, might not be able to follow along with something more complex or some of the bends that he really hits throughout the track. But he still keeps the complexity there as well by doing 2 repetitions of like a 4-bar stanza where each bar is unique rather than having like a lot of repetition jammed in. You know, it's just each bar is repeated once, so it's catchy but still a little complex. There's a great balance that's achieved there.
Permission, blessed with diction, so I quickly soar to the best position. Big payments, my statements are parlayed. With one call made, I traded my tongue for a jigsaw blade. No one's this hard. I still play when you hit pause and dislodge 206 bars and give them out like gift cards. Outside of my apartment, stalkers sit. I'm one deep in my thoughts, but it sounds through the door like 4 pits in an argument. They made me in a factory. Ladies embrace me naturally. They pay me 80 G's and let them name their babies after me. My adversaries weak.
imagine that, man. So, K-Rino, please let me name my baby after you. Here's $80,000. That's crazy, man. I love the little stories he's able to incorporate into these tracks, these tiny little moments where he brings up these images and these events and the imaginary part of it, the part that your brain completes. Sometimes, although it's so hard, it sounds so great. I can't help but laugh because it's just kind of ridiculous to imagine that scenario, which again, I think is a good balance between that complexity, but it's also still fun and enjoyable in that regard. And then something I just thought about overall relative to K's tracks is its hook verse hook. There's nothing in between. I don't think I've ever seen like a pre-chorus from him. I don't think I've ever seen like a post-chorus from him, like a pre-verse or, so many different little sections that you can add in. They're not necessary. And K's a great example of that. The transitions feel smooth, they're punctual and punctuated. And it just works really well, man. Absolutely beautiful.
Four pits in an argument, they made me in a factory. Ladies embrace me naturally. They pay me 80 G's to let them name their babies after me. My adversary's weak, so I actually let him capture me. I fasted for a week, then I slashed him when I was fast asleep. The crowd is doubtless thinking about what my mouth spits. Under my suit, I got on 20 more outfits. My balls are kept in the father's depths.
Mouth spits to outfits, great rhyme, of course. And again, just imagining K like 24 layers deep, like look like a balloon. Or maybe they're like nanotech stuff, You can't tell until, but it's like a magic trick. He just keeps taking his clothes off and there's more underneath. Imagine he pulls up to his girl's place and they getting down to it and she's like, God damn, how many layers do we gotta get through?
Outfits. My balls are kept in the farthest depths. I chalk the hardest reps while walking 40 steps without using my quadriceps. Ran through your clan like an intravenous strand. The only man who could jump and simultaneously land. Raw in my exhibition, war is my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Blessed with diction, so I quickly soared to the best position. Raw in my exhibition, war is my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Blessed with diction, so I quickly soared to the best position.
It might be like a 16 bar hook. Now that I'm really listening to it again, let's bring it back. That's fat, man. I didn't think it was that long. A little bit further.
Raw in my exhibition, war is my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Blessed with diction, so I quickly soared to the best position. Raw in my exhibition, war is my next decision. Hard is my definition. I started your extradition. I'm the one in charge, so no cause to request permission. Blessed with diction, so I quickly soared to the best position.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. Nice fade out. The hook was only 8 bars. I don't know what it was about hearing it that last time that made me think it was longer. Maybe it's just how much K's able to do in that space, which again just reinforces everything we already know about him. What an amazing rapper. But that was an awesome track. Definitely one of my favorites from K that I've heard recently. Thank you again to Rob Gee for the suggestion. Keep coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos like this. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I'll see you all next time.